Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day as always. Today, I want to have a conversation on what it means to be financially successful because I think there are many different variations of what it means to be successful, and a lot of us tend to focus kind of on one end of the spectrum while not necessarily giving enough value to the other end of the spectrum. So that's what I want to talk about today. Now, to start off with, I do want to say that my version of what it means to be financially successful isn't necessarily what you have to feel is successful or necessarily what is right. So I want this to be a conversation, and if you've got thoughts and opinions of your own, definitely put them down below in the comment section, but let's go ahead and get started. Now, what I said earlier is I feel like a lot of us give too much importance to a certain aspect of the financially successful spectrum, and that is the material side. Right, and I think this is especially dangerous for young people because they think that, having the nice car, the nice clothes, the nice house, we all know the stereotype, but that means financially successful. And you can certainly have those things and still be financially successful, but having those doesn't inherently make you successful. In fact, it can kind of be the opposite. During my time at the credit union, I would absolutely see the people that from an outside perspective had all the signs of someone who was financially successful. Again, they had all the things I just mentioned, but when you actually looked at the account balances, or I should say lack of account balances, you saw that they were actually walking a very fine line because, again, if you've got a lot of debt to afford all this stuff and anything goes south and you don't have the reserves in case of an emergency happens, the entire house of cards can collapse in an instant. So again, it's not to say that you can't have those things and be financially successful, but don't assume that you have to have this stuff to be successful or that this stuff inherently makes you successful. So the other thing that I think that a lot of us, probably all of us, including myself, have chased at a certain point of time is, let's say, a high salary, right? That you are going to be financially successful if you make a lot of money on an annual basis. And I'm not going to lie, right? If you make a lot of money, you probably are financially successful, assuming you can hold on to it and not lose it on all of those kind of material things that I just mentioned. But yeah, if you make a lot of money, you are probably in a much better financial position than many other people. The question I want to present is, does this mean that you are successful? And by that I mean, are you happy? Right? Does making that amount of money really add a lot of value to your life? I think there's a quote out there that says, up until about $70,000, each dollar that you make, it has a tangible impact on your life and, let's say, your happiness level, right? So if you make $40,000 a year and you start making $60,000 a year, yeah, there is a noticeable impact on how happy and probably how successful you feel. On the other hand, let's say you make $70,000 and you start making $100,000. I'm sure you're going to feel better, but it's kind of a diminishing return. Like, once you've got all of your basic needs covered, a whole lot of money doesn't translate to insane differences in your overall well-being. So I'm not necessarily saying don't chase that high salary. I absolutely did it, especially in my early 20s where I wanted bigger paychecks, I wanted to make more sales, I wanted higher commissions. But at the end of the day, I kind of switched gears and got away from that because I noticed that ultimately it's not like I was radically much happier than I was before. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is admittedly probably where I place a lot of emphasis on what it means to be financially successful, and that is how much control you have in your life. Kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about those that have the material signs of those that we consider to be financially successful, right? There's many people who don't have those but are financially successful, and those people have a lot of control in almost every aspect of their life when it comes to finances. So, maybe their house isn't as nice, their cars aren't as nice, their clothes aren't as nice, right? All of the material things aren't as nice, and it's not because they can't afford them, it's just that they value what their money can do for them in other areas of their life, right? Maybe it means that they don't have to work as much. Maybe it means that they're able to provide for others and their family. Maybe it means that, they just would rather watch their account balances grow than spend that money on other things that they just don't value as much. Now, it's not like I've got a hoard of wealth and I just want to see my net value or net worth go up and up and up. Where I'm at is, I value my own time and being able to do the things that I want to do. And the material side of things, it's not that it's not alluring, it's just I don't value it as much. And so what I'm trying to do right now is control my life to where I have zero, let's say, financial expenditures that are like obligations, things like debt, right? I don't have a car loan, I don't have credit card debt, no student loan debt. The only thing that I have is my rental property that I'm trying to pay it off. And once I get that paid off, I'll be totally free to pursue whatever financial venture I want to. And many others have said, you could do things like leverage your debt to achieve another rental property even faster. But again, I'm someone that I value control, and to me, part of that control comes from not having obligations to others, right? So, in my opinion, I value having everything paid off more than I value having nicer things that aren't paid off. And again, I know some of you guys think and feel differently, and that's absolutely okay. Because again, I think this conversation of what it means to be financially successful is so broad and varying that it really just comes down to individual opinion and what it is that we value. So those are my three versions of what I think the majority of us probably consider to be financial success. And I'd love to know what you guys think is financial success for your life, or what it is that you're aiming for. Likewise, I'd love to know that if you're in a different position today than let's say you were a decade ago or just even a few years ago, sharing that perspective with someone who's going down a similar path, who may benefit from a different trajectory, is absolutely going to be valuable to them. And who knows, there may be something that I haven't considered that I can benefit from one of you guys. So overall, that's what I want to talk about today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. If you want to check out any of the services that I use to save money or refer out, check out some of my referral and or affiliate links down below. But thank you for watching. Make smart financial decisions, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, I know I just said this stuff, but let me say it again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And to support you, here's 2 more videos that I've made in the past in case you haven't seen them. Don't forget to share these with your friends and family so we can help all the people achieve their financial goals. Likewise, if there's anything that you would want to see made that you haven't seen thus far, definitely don't hesitate to let me know. But thanks again, take care, and have a good day.